Hey friends, I recently passed a UX design challenge and made it to the final round for the senior UX designer role. I originally applied for the intermediate role, and after my submission they bumped me up to the senior designer role. In this video I'll walk you through exactly what was the challenge, what was the task, my approach, and how you can crush your next design challenge. So let's dive right in. The design task was a part of the third interview round, and I had 2 hours to complete an offline design challenge. I set my preferred date and time, and they sent me an email on the exact time with the Figma file. They asked me to export the Figma file and email it back to them. The Figma file has 2 pages, the brief and the working area. In the intro it says like the results are only used for the interview process and nothing else, and it's just the time frames, that how you can time box your work. For example, 15 minutes getting familiar with the brief, 15 minutes getting inspirations, and 90 minutes doing the high-fi design. Let's go to the task and objective. So here's the task. The task is to redesign a hotel room details page and make it for a brand that recently rebranded themselves to a luxury and elegant brand, and just elevate the overall user experience. It also says that you have the full creativity freedom and there's no limitations in terms of technical feasibility, and try to showcase a visually engaging design and with a great user experience, and don't forget to push your innovation. So let's go to the objectives and instructions. We just need 1 mockup, no presentation, no mobile size, and no prototyping. There's no need for those, and focus on both look and feel. Gather a full inspiration as your reference. Don't forget to overhaul the existing layout. Design for both UX and UI standpoint. These are tips for success. So focus on the luxury sector, bold and elegant branding, and just push the innovation. So here is some do's and don'ts. Feel free to change the layout, typography, even the colors of logo. Gather so many inspiration. Repeat all of those points in the objectives page. No user testing or survey. Rely on your own design intuition. Do not redesign the client logo, just the colors. Let's go to the redesign. Here's the working file with the original reference. So initially it was just the original reference in the file, and this is the final design that I provided for them. I split up my time as they recommended. So for 10 minutes I just read the brief. For the next 10 minutes I went to Mobbin.com and Dribbble to gather some inspirations, and I searched for hotel room details page, and then for the rest of the time, for 90 minutes, I was just designing, and it was a little tense. For the inspiration, I searched for top travel apps. At Mobbin you can select the category, and I just searched for top popular travel apps that I know about, like Airbnb, TripAdvisor, or Booking.com, Expedia. Those are to just see what are the standard UI patterns for some of the things. For example, how do they show their room services? Is it in accordion style, or is it in sticky navigation? How do they show the location, the size of the room, all of these things? How do they show the CTA for booking, and where do they put the input fields, for example? And all of those, how do they showcase the images? What kind of pattern do they use? Because they are based on a customer's mental model, and we need to consider the standard for all of the users in terms of user experience. As you can see, I gathered a lot, like I went full to just search for all of the pages, and in Mobbin you can just copy all of the flows and just paste them into Figma, so it was super quick and easy. After that, I jumped into the visuals and designing. I also went for Dribbble and just searched for some minimal and innovative designs to just get inspiration about. For example, a section from like reviews, for example here, or the way they showcase their images, and I put all of those here. For example, here we have guest reviews, and this is the thing that I grabbed, I stealed from the Dribbble design. I really liked how they have the avatar, so I used that. Everything is auto layout. My full frame has the layout grid. It's a 12-column grid to make it a standard and show that I'm a skillful visual designer. For the typography, I choose an elegant serif heading to show the luxurious branding of that for the title. I added all of the typographies as a style in my styles panel here. It really shows that I care about consistency, which is a great factor for being a UI designer. And also my color styles are added here so that it's consistent across the design. And these are some of the small details that you need to just show to the hiring managers. From Airbnb, because of my love to Brian Chesky, who is the product designer and CEO of Airbnb, I just grabbed so many components from that. But yeah, I think this is Airbnb has a great visual design. I grabbed this like avatar and notification and the hamburger menu, but I changed it for myself the way I think it should be. It's not the copy of Airbnb. I just changed it a little bit, and I grabbed the like the position of Airbnb's CTA is at the top center, and the way Airbnb shows their room services is by adding icons. On Threads, I saw somebody asking me, how did you get the icons if the challenge was offline? And yes, the challenge was offline, but I had internet access and I had ChatGPT for some of the like copy and stuff like that. I went to the Google's materials design, and I downloaded all of their icons. You can just adjust the style of the icon if you want it rounded, the stroke size, and yeah, everything like that. So I grabbed all of my icons from there to be consistent. I didn't like the style of these icons here. I knew the hiring managers want to see my UI design skills and displaying a luxury and minimal branding. I asked feedback from my friends as well after the interview, and they told me you could add an AR feature to see the room virtually 360 degrees and have the full experience. I could have added that after the challenge. I could have added a sign because they asked me to just go all in and be innovative. So yeah, this is something that I could do in those situations. Sometimes you are very stressed, you can't think fully, and you're just worrying about just finishing it. I exported the file and I emailed it. Once it was on time, it was a vigorous experience for me, but it went well and I passed. I hope it was helpful for you guys. If you're applying for jobs right now, don't forget to send your portfolio links in the comments below, because I'm planning to create another video and give feedback on your portfolios. And don't forget to subscribe to my free weekly newsletter for more product design tips. See you in the next video. Bye!